and 6th, and welcome to your S.E.S.E tutorial for Monday. So I have given you the task of trying to construct or make a sundial. I've looked at the forecast and I think it's going to be a pretty sunny week up until Thursday. So although I am assigning it today, you can, gather the things you need today and make it tomorrow or the next day. And I just to take some photographs of how you made it. Maybe you made an outdoor one, sorry, they're all going to be outdoor because it has to record the sun's movements, but I'll just go through the different types of ones you can maybe make and send me pictures, and you can even jot down your copy, what worked well, what maybe you change if you were doing it again, and so forth. So sundial. The sundial is an ancient design. They were used in many places around the world by many different civilizations, including the Babylonians, ancient Greeks, and the Romans. A sundial works by using the sun's light to create shadows. These shadows are measured, and from this information, the time can be worked out. This science experiment shows you how to create your own sundial using your body and gets you thinking about how you can use this information to estimate lengths of time. So we know that the sun and measuring the sun's movements and using it for time and using it for calendars and clocks, etc., is used throughout history. And I mean, we have a prime example of it just up the road in Newgrange for the winter solstice, recording the winter solstice. So what you need for this particular experiment is your actual body. You're going to be the point at the centre of the sundial. A sunny day, which, as I say, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I think are pretty sunny. Chalk and a ruler. We'll see. You might be able to use something else. So, method. First, you will need to do this experiment on a sunny day when you know the sun will be shining for a long length of time. Before you begin the experiment, you will need to make sure you are protected from the sun. Okay. When the time is at an o'clock time. So when you know on your watch or your phone that it's 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 12 o'clock, choose a spot in the sun that you can stand, making sure that your body casts a shadow onto the ground. Draw a central spot so that you know that you're going to be standing in the same place every time. So as you're standing there, just maybe draw with the chalk a circle around your feet so that you can stand back into that circle once you've moved off of it. So let's say it's 1 o'clock, you stand in a sunny spot where you can draw on the ground, so obviously not on grass or not on gravel. If you can find maybe some tarmac or some cement or something, you stand there in a sunny spot, draw a circle around your feet so that you can come back to it at a different time. From your position, place the ruler on the floor in the same direction in which the shadow is casting from your body. So let's say this is you here standing in the middle and the shadow is going this way. You're going to put your ruler down on the line of the shadow. Use the chalk to draw a straight line from the centre spot, so from the outside of where you were standing, the circle around your feet, going outwards along the line of your shadow. Make a note of the time at the end of the line. So let's say this is you standing here. You've drawn a circle around your feet. You took this ruler and you laid it along the shadow. You stepped away and you drew a straight line coming out from your circle along where your shadow was, because you've marked it with your ruler. You lay your ruler down on top of it, so then when you step away, the ruler is still there to show you where your shadow was. Draw your straight line, and at the end of the straight line, write 1 o'clock to show that you checked your time on your phone. It was 1 o'clock, and that's when you drew your line. Then find some shade to rest. Okay, so wait for an hour or so. Stand in the centre spot again, use the ruler and chalk and draw a second line, making a note of this new time. Repeat this step every hour until you've recorded a shadow for at least 4 times. So let's say you start at 1 o'clock. You're going to record 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Okay. You now have made a simple sundial. The sundial shows you how far the sun has travelled in each hour. So here are some questions to think about. How far is the shadow moving each hour? Can you measure it? What direction is the shadow moving in? Okay, is it going in a clockwise or anti-clockwise direction? And would this be the same for every country in the world? Number 3, where do you think your shadow will be in 8 hours' time? Number 4, why does the shadow move? What is causing it to change position? And 5, will your shadow return to its original position? And can you explain why you think this? So you're going to answer these questions after carrying out your experiment with your sundial out on a sunny day with chalk, a ruler, your own body. Okay, so I've given you that information about sundials. I've also given you this one here. So find a sunny spot outside. I think this is the same one. Place, well, slightly different. So you find a sunny spot outdoors that is not sheltered. Okay, place your stick. So you need a stick here instead of a body, instead of you, and you put it in. You could use like a flower pot filled with stones or with clay and stick a stick into it, and then the flower pot stays at the centre. Each hour, look at where the shadow of your stick is falling, place a stone at the end of the shadow, and then with your chalk, write the number. So again, check your time on your phone or on your clock inside, and you're like, okay, it's 1 o'clock, out I go to the stick in the potted plant. I see where the shadow is being cast, and I put a pebble at the end of it, and I write at the end of that was 1 o'clock. Go back in, I wait till 2 o'clock, come back out, look at my shadow, put a pebble at the end of the shadow of the stick, and write 2 o'clock, and so on. Repeat until the end of the school day. Test out your sundial by checking that the shadow falls onto the correct pebble at the correct time the following day. So if you make this on a Monday, this would be my type of preferred one for you all to make, because the stick at the centre can be left there, and it just means you go out and it's staying in the same position the whole time. So let's say you go out and make this today. You go out with, a flower pot filled with clay or dirt, put your stick nice and sturdy in it. You don't even need, you could use stones and write on them with Sharpie if you don't have chalk. So you have your stick in your flower pot in your sunny spot, and then you check your clock and you're like, okay, it's 9 o'clock in the morning, out I go. Check where the shadow is, go along the shadow and place a stone or pebble at the end of it and write 9 on that. Go back in, do whatever you're doing, have your breakfast, come back out at 10 o'clock. Maybe set an alarm so you know you're coming out on the hour every hour, and place your pebble for 10 o'clock and write your 10 on your pebble for that one, and then do 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock until 3 o'clock for the school day. That's your experiment done for that day. You just have to look at your questions that I showed you on this one here, answering these questions. But I would prefer for everybody to make this type of a sundial where it's got the stick. Then the next day, go out and test your sundial again, because Tuesday is also sunny, and see when you go out at 9 o'clock, is the shadow running along the same line and landing on the pebble that you had placed there for 9 o'clock, and is at 10 o'clock, is the shadow leading up to your pebble at the 10 o'clock position and the 11 o'clock, and so on. Okay, and the last picture I gave you is making a sundial. So this one about paper. This is not the one I want you to do, really. I'm just thinking I don't want this one. I would rather you make the flower pot with the stick. You can use your body either, and then the pebble with the numbers at the end of it. Record all the hours from the start of school, we'll say at 9 o'clock, right through till, we'll say 3 o'clock. I know we end at 2:40, but let's say from 9 till 3 o'clock, recording every hour where the shadow is. Answer your questions, and then the next day go out and see, are the shadows lining up again for a second day in the row. Okay, best of luck with it.